At Gillian's place, confidentiality is taken very seriously. None of your information will be shared with anyone without your expressed permission. This means that we will not speak with anyone about your situation or even acknowledge to anyone that you have resided or are residing in our shelter or that you have accessed any of our services. Even if you do consent to the sharing of your confidential information, you always have the choice to stipulate what information you allow to be shared, with whom, and for how long. You also have the right to withdraw your consent at any time should you change your mind. The only exception to your confidentiality is where Gillian's place is required by law to share information, or we have information that you or someone else may be in immediate danger or a risk to harm themselves or others. This may include sharing information with medical personnel or the police, but would never include us sharing information directly with your abusive partner. Examples of times when Gillian's place would be required by law to share information include if we receive a subpoena, which usually occurs if there is a family or criminal court proceeding, or the duty to report to Family and Children's Services, also known as the Children's Aid Society, under the Child and Youth Family Services Act. Our duty to report occurs if a child under 16 is at risk of or has experienced physical or sexual abuse, or emotional harm or neglect. This can include children who witness or are exposed to abuse in a home, including emotional abuse. While this duty to report is mandatory for children under 16, there are circumstances where a report could be made if the children are 16 or 17 as well. However, the duty in these cases is not mandatory. Gillian's place can only make this report if we have identifying information, such as your full name or phone number. When calling our 24/7 support line, you do not have to provide your full name or phone number, and you can access most of our other services anonymously as well. You would only need to provide this if you decided to admit to the shelter. It is very important to note that if Family and Children's Services were to become involved, Gillian's place will help you work with them to ensure that you and your children are safe if they have any immediate concerns. If you have any other questions about confidentiality or the duty to report, please call us.